Hello, Lions, and welcome to Book Fair Monday, March 11th. I'm Mr. Garcia, assistant principal, and there is no other place that I would rather be than right here with all of you. So thanks so much for making this possible for me. Thank you, teachers, for getting your lunch count and attendance in. We always really appreciate that. And like I said, today begins, well, first of all, I wanted to say thank you, everybody, for all the wonderful hugs and well wishes that I got for my birthday last Friday. Just wanted to say thank you to a couple people. I got a lot of these from a lot of students, just a lot of little cute little cards. I got a Dutch Bros card. I got a nice little card right there. Sunshine Club gave me this, real cute. And then there's a nice little card right here. And I believe that's, oh yeah, and I got these too. These are awesome. Pecan Pralines. So anyway, so got that there. So today starts the spring book fair, Monday, March 11th. Okay, so the book fair will be held in front of the library today through Friday. The book fair is open before school from 7:30 to 8:10, that little window right there, and then during recesses and lunches from 10 to 2. All right, 10 to 2 every day, except for Wednesday when it is open until 4:30. Right, same hours, it'd be 10 to 4:30 though on Wednesday. So teachers, please hand out the book fair flyers that are in your mailboxes, and do not forget to email Mrs. Worm your wish list, titles, and prices. I hope, and I think you probably all have already done that. All right, real quick, PTC, that's our Parent Teacher Committee, has confirmed an assembly for March 20th. That's coming up in about a week. And so that is going to be a fantastic day. It's the West Coast Falconry. And so we've talked about the different appointments for that. The color run is on Thursday, March 28th. Packets have been sent out. This is a free event, but we're raising money. But in order to get swag, you got to do the right things. You got to raise the money and so forth. All donations must be turned in by March 26th. That's going to be a Tuesday. The run is going to be on March 28th. That's a Thursday. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a couple Aurora cards right here. So the first one is for Aurora Hernandez. She is in Mrs. Sweeten's class. She cleaned up all the art supplies without being told. Great job, Aurora. The next one is for Santiago Morales in Mrs. Edwards' class. Cleaned up after the rally. Great job, Santiago. I know you're that kind of a guy. You're a servant. You want to help out. Great job. Next one is for Madeline Yang in Mrs. Edwards. Cleaned up after the rally. Madeline, great job. Being a servant is pretty much one of the most important things we can be, is to have that heart of a servant, to really want to help people. Great way to be. So proud of both of you. Also, Ivory Vang. She also cleaned up. Good job, Ivory. And then we have Isamar in Mrs. Sether's class. I witnessed Isamar being super kind and a great friend. Thank you, Isamar. That's Heart Mrs. S. Isamar, you have been recognized. Now we have a couple over here from Mrs. Coughlin. And let's see, these are probably all going to be for, well, there may not be for the same thing, so let's see. First one is for Andorra in Mrs. Edwards. Andorra was reluctant to work with a partner, but she persevered. At the end of the activity, she made a new friend. Great job, Andorra, and thank you, Mrs. Edwards. Or that's Mrs. Coughlin, actually. So switching it up there. This is Nevaeh from Mrs. Coughlin. Nevaeh worked through an issue with another person, and they both listened and understood each other's point of view. Smiley face, heart, Mrs. Coughlin. Great job, Nevaeh. Next one is for Arian in Mrs. Coughlin's class. Arian has been setting goals for himself on AR, and he's been striving hard to obtain those goals. Heart, Mrs. Coughlin. Great job. Jose and Mrs. Coughlin. Jose helped two of his classmates get their supplies ready without asking. Great job, Jose. Heart, Mrs. Coughlin. Faye. We were going out to recess at the end of the day, and Faye grabbed 2 book packs that were left behind. Thank you for being kind to your classmates. Heart, Mrs. Coughlin. We're almost done. This is for Peyton. And Peyton, I know you were one of our Lionheart winners, so congratulations on that. And to all of our Lionheart winners, I just know that Peyton was one of them. Peyton always cleans up our classroom at the end of the day. He makes sure the floor is clean and Chromebooks are put away. Heart, Mrs. Coughlin. Great job, Peyton. And last but not least is Faye. Faye arrived early and helped me set up for the rally. Faye really loves to help out, and I appreciate all of his hard work. Heart, Mrs. Coughlin. Faye, I think you got recognized twice in there, maybe. But good job, Faye. Very proud of you. That's also being a servant. All right, let's see. So PBIS today, respectful, responsible, and safe. Remember, being safe. We're doing our best to, not push others. We're being respectful by not, when we're playing tag, make sure it's on the arm or on the back, not on the head. Okay, never on the head. People find that disrespectful and don't like it. Okay. Also, using words that are uplifting to each other. Okay, let's use words that are going to uplift people, not take them down. All right. All right. Birthdays for today. Actually, we did have a couple of birthdays on the 9th, which was last Saturday. Oh, I already talked about them. But we have, so today's the 11th. Okay, first one, Gabriel Franco. Gabriel is a 9-year-old third grader in Mrs. Sanchez's class. Happy birthday, Gabriel. Evan White, an 8-year-old second grader in this would be Mrs. Papo's class. So, Evan, happy birthday. And finally, Catherine Zong, a 5-year-old TKer in Mrs. Anderson's class. Happy birthday, Catherine. Great job. We did have a couple of birthdays over the weekend, and so I apologize. My deepest, sincerest apologies to these two teachers who had birthdays on Sunday, which was yesterday. Ms. May in Stars, happy birthday to you, and our own Mrs. Amy Messick, our second grade teacher, one of our great second grade teachers. She had a birthday on the 10th, and so happy birthday to you too. Okay, let's see. We're talking about our lunch menu for today. Lunch menu for the 11th, beef and cheese pasta bake. Wow, that sounds interesting and good. Interesting and good. Let's see. Last week that barbecue grass-fed beef rib stew or beef rib sandwich that we had with the slow roasted savory tenderness, that was fantastic on Friday. So you know what, we have some days where it's fantastic and some days where we're thankful for those fantastic days. So for a joke, how much money does a skunk have? Just 1 cent. All right, let's stand for the flag salute, everybody. Standing straight and tall, hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, very good, everybody. That is fantastic. We're doing great. Let's make sure that you're here every day and don't miss school, because when you miss school, you miss out, right? So be here every day, give us 100%, and we will give you 100% of ourselves. And remember, the world is a different place. The world is a better place because you're in it. So have a great day, Lions, and we'll see you around.